Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're doing 5 people who vanished on camera, meaning there is actual footage. You can go and watch the last moments anybody has of these people, and then that's it. The tape runs out, and they're gone. Quick thing first, because otherwise it's the top comment. The Cecil Hotel elevator video, Elisa Lam, that one's not on this list. And the reason is that it does have an answer. She was found, and the coroner ruled it an accidental drowning, with her bipolar disorder listed as a contributing factor. It got turned into a horror story online, and it wasn't one, so I'm leaving it out. These 5 are different. These are still open. Starting from 5, number 5. A guy filmed himself looking for a cave. The internet told him to go back and prove it. He went back. This is Kenny Veach. Kenny was 47, out of Las Vegas, and he was a serious desert hiker. Days at a time, alone, out in the Mojave, and he filmed it for his YouTube channel. In 2014, he leaves a comment on a video about Area 51, and he describes finding a cave out near the sheep range, right by Nellis Air Force Base. And he says the entrance was shaped like the letter M, and he says when he got near it, his whole body started vibrating. And the closer he went, the worse it got. So he turned around and left. And people did what people do. They told him he was making it up. Go back and film it. So he does. He posts a video called M Cave Hike, and he doesn't find it. What you actually see in that video is Kenny standing next to an abandoned mine shaft. On November 10th, 2014, he went back out into the desert on his own and never came home. 8 days later, searchers found his phone, sitting by that mine shaft. That's all they found. Honest part, his girlfriend said afterward that she believes he took his own life and that he left the phone on purpose so nobody could track him. That's probably what happened. He's never been found. Number 4, his car is on camera twice that morning. A few hours later, it's upside down in a ravine with his phone, his wallet, and his laptop still inside it. And he's gone. This is Bryce Laspisa. Bryce was 19, driving home from college to his parents' place in California. 2 in the morning, August 30th, 2013, he calls his mom and says he's pulling over on the interstate to sleep for a bit. Totally normal thing to say. That's the last time they ever speak to him. 7 minutes later, a camera near Lake Hughes Road picks up his car. Then it picks it up again at 4:29 in the morning. So we know he's driving. We know roughly where he is. And then his Toyota is found at the bottom of an embankment near Castaic Lake, rolled over. And everything is still in it. Phone, wallet, laptop. Nobody walks away from their life and leaves all 3 of those behind. Here's the detail I can't get past. The rear window had been taken out. Investigators think he climbed out the back of the car. They dredged Castaic Lake. Nothing. They put dogs on it, and the dogs tracked him across a bridge to a truck stop. And then the trail just stops, like he got into something. Number 3. Airport security cameras watched him run out of the terminal, climb an 8-foot fence, and disappear into a field. He left his passport, his phone, and his wallet behind. This is Lars Mittank. Lars was 28, German, on holiday in Bulgaria with his mates. Near the end of the trip, there's a scuffle with some other tourists over a football match, and Lars takes a hit to the ear. Doctor says ruptured eardrum, says don't fly. So his friends go home, and Lars stays behind on his own for a few days to heal up. And that's where it gets bad. The hotel cameras show him pacing the corridors, hiding in the lift. He calls his mother and tells her people are trying to kill him. Next day, he goes to the airport to fly home, and he stops in to see the airport doctor about his ear. And partway through the appointment, he gets agitated, says something about being poisoned, and he bolts out of the room, leaving everything, his bag, his passport, his phone, his wallet, all of it. And the security cameras get all of it. Lars sprinting through the terminal, out the doors, straight at an 8-foot fence. He goes over it, and he runs off into a sunflower field. That's the last confirmed sighting of him. They searched for days with dogs and drones. No body, no clothes. His phone never pinged again. Nothing. Number 2. The camera caught the person who parked her car, and a fence post covered his face in every single frame. This is Jennifer Kesse. Jennifer was 24, working as a finance manager in Orlando. On the morning of January 24th, 2006, she doesn't show up to work, and she's gone. 2 days later, they find her car. It's abandoned at an apartment complex about a mile from her condo, and there's a camera at that complex. And the camera got him. Around midday on the day she disappeared, you can watch an unidentified person park Jennifer's car near the pool, get out, and walk away. That's him. Whoever that is, that's the person who knows. And now here's what makes this one hurt. That camera didn't record properly, so it grabbed a still every few seconds instead. And because of exactly where the fence posts were standing, in every single one of those frames, a bar covers his face. Not most of them. Every one. The FBI worked on that footage. NASA worked on that footage. It didn't help. That was almost 20 years ago. He's never been identified. Jennifer's never been found. And her family have been running their own investigation ever since. Number 1, he walked into a bar. There are cameras on the entrance. There's no recording of him ever walking back out. This is Brian Shaffer. Brian was 27, a second-year medical student at Ohio State. On the 31st of March, 2006, he's out for the night in Columbus with a friend, and they end up at a place called the Ugly Tuna Saloona, right by campus. Now the layout matters. The bar's up at the top of an escalator, and there are cameras covering that entrance. At 5 to 2 in the morning, the cameras get him outside talking to 2 women. Then they get him walking back in toward the bar. And that is the last recorded moment of Brian Shaffer's life. The bar closes. The cameras are running the whole time. His friend can't find him and eventually goes home. Brian never gets back to his apartment. His phone is never used again. His bank accounts are never touched again. Honest note, and this one matters. The cameras weren't perfect. One of them panned back and forth, and the other one was operated by hand. So it is genuinely possible he walked out during a moment nobody was pointing at the door. And there was a second way out into a construction site that wasn't covered at all. So maybe there's a boring answer. But 20 years later, nobody has found it, and nobody has found him. So that's 5. A phone by a mine shaft. A car upside down with everything still in it. A man going over an airport fence. A face behind a fence post. And a guy who walked into a bar and never walked out. And the thing about all 5 of these, they're still open right now. These are people whose families are still waiting. If one of them got you, drop the number in the comments and tell me which one you want the full video on. I'm Sketch. I'll see you in the next file.